Interesting title. The perfect plan to kill Goku. Interesting. Goku's died a few times, so I wonder what does he mean by the perfect plan. It had a thumb. It was a cool thumb. It had the tombstone of Goku and Frieza giving the peace sign at the gravestone of Goku. But yeah, I wonder what Cartoon's Dojo is gonna be talking about. Let's get right into this one. Shout out to Cartoon's Dojo. Y'all know I love his channel. I'll put the original video in the description below. But I'm interested to see where is he gonna go with this, considering Goku's died a few times already. So what's the perfect plan?
Lord Frieza, Berry Blue and Kikono over here.
Wait, what did he say?
You have a Lord Frieza, Berry Blue and Kikono over here have told me you have a bit of a Saiyan problem.
Oh.
And let me tell you, I might be the perfect person to help you finally kill Son Goku. You might even say I'm a bit of an expert on that particular Saiyan. So let's talk about the issues first. Goku is incredibly powerful, a low-class Saiyan that has defied the presumed limits of every Saiyan known to exist. It seems like his growth has no ceiling.
Such a cool
Even
picture.
other full-blooded Saiyans with considerably higher potential, like Prince Vegeta and the exiled Saiyan Broly, have been surpassed by his sheer tenacity and dedication to hard work. You should know I'm well aware of this, so if you wouldn't mind, get to the point. Of course, my apologies. The point I'm making is just that a direct confrontation with him is always a gamble. You're not only betting on your strength at the time,
Sorry. Somebody was not happy outside.
but you're betting against Goku's ability to grow and get stronger over the course of the fight. Even worse, while Goku may seem a bit dull in moments, in combat, he's an absolute genius. In your first fight on Namek, Goku took advantage of your lack of ki sensing to get in attacks he otherwise shouldn't have, often using your own senses and even your own attacks against you.
It just crossed my mind, though. I think Frieza already has the perfect plan to beat Goku. He just got Black Frieza, and we saw what he did to him and Vegeta. So this plan, I mean, I'm pretty sure it entertains Frieza, but he's probably sitting there like, I can beat him right now. If I want to, I can go see him and take care of him right now. Him, Vegeta, the whole planet Earth. After what we saw with Black Frieza, wait, when was this video made? 4 months ago. So yeah, we knew what Black Frieza could do around that time. This is entertaining for him, but I'm pretty sure he's like, if I want to, I can just go down there and just handle that.
Able to quickly surmise that your golden form had a drawback in terms of stamina with only one relatively brief confrontation. Hell, I even saw on GodTube that he could predict with near perfect accuracy the next move of an opponent who can skip time. So that's my first recommendation for killing Son Goku. Avoid fighting him. If you think I will simply avoid him... No, nothing like that at all. You could still kill the guy. You just have to do it, as we say in the industry, a bit more indirectly. The first thing to know is Goku nearly died of a heart virus. The other Super Saiyan, the one responsible for killing you the first time, gave him a cure. But without it, not only would Goku be severely weakened, he would also have just died of the virus. So here's my first plan. We infect Goku with a deadly virus and let that do the work for us. A simple plan, but easier said than done. Procuring the virus should be no issue, but infecting that Saiyan brute is another story entirely. Don't worry, Lord Frieza.
And Frieza will want to do it by his own hand. I don't think he want to do it this way.
Goku actually has another weakness. He's pretty damn easy to manipulate. Recently, a former associate of yours managed to manipulate both Goku and Prince Vegeta to achieve his own personal goals. His problem later came from trying to solve his issues with combat, but we'll fix his mistake by going for a different angle of manipulation here. You see, Son Goku likes two things more than almost anything else: fighting, which we don't want right now, and food. I believe we could easily use food as a way to transmit.
I mean, Frieza knows that with fighting. He convinced Goku before too in
but
Super.
the lack of blame on you, as this would be ruled a random, unavoidable, and by the Dragon Ball standards, natural death. Interesting. So we simply poisoned that idiotic monkey. Whoa, okay, first thing first, I would not call him that. Let's get that on the damn record. And second, it's not exactly a poison. Though I did consider poisons due to how seemingly effective they are on him despite his overwhelming power. This was actually shown to me best by your very own Universe 6 counterpart, Frost, who I saw battle Goku on GodTube as well. Frost won their battle, but only with the use of poison. Were this not a tournament and simply a fight to the death, Goku would have died here, since he'd have no way to defend himself. The issue with using poison became clear after studying the Dragon Balls more. Earth's Dragon Balls in particular can no longer revive Goku, but we can still learn from their rules some potential restrictions on their predecessors, the Namekian Dragon Balls. Now, no one knows where New Namek is, except for the Earthlings, since they have a Namekian from New Namek as their god now.
You might even recognize him. You killed him once. Well, anyway.
Earth's Dragon Balls can't revive
I never forget
those
that
who
moment.
die
That
a
surprised
natural
the
death,
heck
and
out of me. I did not
viruses
see
seem
that
to fall
coming.
under that umbrella. So using something like a poison
I thought it was
would
gonna be one of
likely
the Z
only make
fighters.
Goku disappear for a temporary amount of time as his comrades seek a way to revive him. And even worse, if they know he was poisoned, they may use one of the 2 remaining wishes to find out who did it.
So there's your plan. A tasty, irresistible treat laced with a virus that's deadly to Saiyans, and Goku is out of your hair for good.
Truly fascinating. But there's one problem with your plan.
Really? I didn't notice one.
The fact that he will not know it was me who caused his demise. The fact I will not watch the life leave his
That's
eyes.
the
as he
thing. Frieza
gasps
wanna
for
do
his
it by his
final
own
breath.
hand.
The fact my vengeance will not come from my own hands.
Oh, yeah.
Like all this sneak killing is not
what
his
an
style.
oversight. Okay, screw avoiding a potential revival.
Let's assume you find and destroy New Namek. Great. I still like the use of food to either infect him with a disease or a slow-acting poison as a guarantee for your success. But something we do need to consider is getting Goku back on Earth. You see, Goku and Vegeta spend a lot of time on Lord Beerus's planet for training. We would need to lure them home in some way. And sure, food might work for a quick return, but for a prolonged stay, so we can monitor the poison or virus before our strike, we might need to endanger those they love. For the Saiyans, their families are an exploitable weakness. For Goku, you could go after his wife, and perhaps his granddaughter if really necessary.
I wouldn't
Nothing
go that
crazy
far.
like
You don't want
killing them,
Goku
but
to
just enough
snap.
to scare him into staying home for a while. Unfortunately, acting as fake allies was already tried by the Heaters, so I doubt they would fall for it again. So I simply trust that a virus or poison weakens him enough to guarantee he's no longer a problem. It sounds bulletproof, but that Saiyan is disgustingly tenacious, so I need more assurances.
You know, Lord Frieza, you could always just destroy the Earth.
At your current power, you won't have to worry about the blast in the same way you did on Namek, and you should easily be able to see the planet crumble into dust while Son Goku is even further weakened by the vacuum of space. However, it's you who delivers the finishing blow before he has the chance.
See, that's the
to
moment.
summon.
That's what Frieza
So
want right
altogether,
there, is to be
the
right
plan
there on
to
top
first
of
find
him,
and
get ready to
destroy
end
Namek,
it.
getting rid of the possibility for Goku to be revived by the Namekian Dragon Balls after this final confrontation. Then you bribe Goku back to Earth with delicious food that's laced with either a virus or poison to weaken him and further assure your advantage over him in this fight. For extra safety, I recommend giving laced food to Prince Vegeta, Son Gohan, and Broly if possible to avoid one of them later stepping up in Goku's place. Afterwards, you make a threatening move against his family, requiring Goku to stay on Earth where your men can monitor his health degrading in real time in the hopes of finding the perfect moment for you to strike
Man,
and finish
when
the job.
Goku
Just to
snaps,
be
he
certain
might,
of your victory
his body
and
might
also
reject that
eliminating
virus,
any
bro. You
chance
don't
of
want to
Goku's
do
friends
that
doing
with
something sneaky with
Pan
the
and
Dragon Balls on Earth.
Chi-Chi.
You destroy the planet. As the air leaves his body, you don't let the vacuum of space take him. You do it with your own hands. Well, I'd say now we've certainly thought of everything. Let's begin the preparations at once.
Lord Frieza, if I may, I think there's 2 little issues, possible hiccups, let's say, in this plan that we should probably consider.
Go on. The first is the Dragon Balls aren't the only way to revive someone. You yourself were revived by the angel and attendant to Beerus, Whis, at Beerus's request. So it's not unreasonable to think that Whis might revive Goku, or even Beerus could get involved if you go too far with the Earth. Beerus does seem to like the Saiyans and the Earth.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's a good point.
The only way to completely
Beerus
avoid
love
their
that food
involvement
too
is
much.
with
He'd be like, you
Beerus's
are not
death.
allowed to
That's
kill
a bit
or
more
destroy
achievable
Earth.
than you may realize, as Beerus's life is linked
Hold
to
on,
the
what?
Supreme Kai of than he likes you. The only way to completely avoid their involvement is with Beerus's death. That's a bit more achievable than you may realize, as Beerus's life is linked to the Supreme Kai of Universe
Yeah.
7, Shin,
And
who
we've been
is
proving
far
they're-
weaker than
they're
your
weak over
current
there,
rank.
so-
The issue is the Supreme Kai lives in his own separate realm in the universe, and I honestly don't know how to get there without the ability to teleport. The second issue better be more actionable.
Well, it is, because the second issue is you. If you want to kill Son Goku, why don't you just do it when you have the chance?
On Namek, you were far stronger than Goku, even stronger than his strongest
That's when the
techniques,
plot kicks
but you
in.
just didn't kill him immediately. Okay, a fluke, but surely you learned from it, and nope, when you were mechanized, you could have destroyed the Earth, so Goku would have no planet to land on. This also avoids the other Super Saiyan killing you, by the way, and even more obviously, you could have blown up his ship and let him suffocate in space. Then, when you were revived the first time, you were stronger than Goku and Vegeta, but you let them wear you down and save destroying the Earth for when you literally couldn't defend yourself anymore.
Now, let's not forget your most recent encounter. Manga spoilers, by the way.
10 years of training,
There we
a
go.
new transformation. You were stronger, faster, and seemingly had good
It was
stamina,
no contest.
but you didn't kill him when you had the chance. Goku told you this himself when you first met. Your overconfidence is your biggest issue. So, you insult me and give me no viable plan?
I'm just here trying to cover for every possible variable and all of your criteria, Lord Frieza.
Fine then. How about this? We trap him. I know of a room where time moves faster. If we lock him in there, we could simply wait out most of his pathetic lifespan. Then I could just enter the room myself and finish the job.
You want to betray and trap Goku in a time chamber? No. That won't work for so many reasons.
Maybe if you had a sealing technique like Beerus or the Earthlings, I could see a version of this idea working, but using a time chamber is something he's far beyond being trapped in. You see, when Majin Buu was revived on Earth, he fought a fusion of Goku and Vegeta's children, Goten and Trunks, in a similar time chamber. But both Buu and the fusion of the Saiyan children were able to rip through the barrier between dimensions and exit the room despite the door being destroyed. At this point, Goku's current power would have him out of the chamber in an instant.
Yeah, that's too
It's
easy.
just a bad.
Ultra Instinct, he can
So
just
you
snap and
truly
make a portal.
provided nothing.
Well, I provided a pretty foolproof initial plan and my time.
Die.
Okay, bye. I'll send you an invoice. Whew. I don't think I'm getting that money. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. And
That's cool. That was entertaining. I was wondering where he was going with this, but it was just bringing back some funny points of moments that happened where Frieza could have ended. And some good points with the poison and all that. But honestly, knowing Frieza, he wants you to know it's him. And he wants it to be by his own hand. We saw like in the Tournament of Power, Black Frieza, when he showed up there, he could have killed them, but he wants that to be torturing them in their mind. Like you saw the ending of that manga where Vegeta was at Beerus, where all he was thinking about was Black Frieza or Frieza. That's what Frieza wants. He wants you to sit there and be tormented by him. He wants you to see him, and remember him. Then after the torture is done of the mind, then he'll just come back and handle business. So these plans are cool, but at the end of the day, Frieza's like, you know what? I'm more powerful than all y'all. I'm going to go over there and handle business. Because I ain't going to front. Black Frieza, at that moment, I'm talking about that moment right there, Goku, Vegeta, Broly, and Gohan together, I don't think would have beaten Frieza. Not with how easy it was to show, with how easy it was when you saw Frieza knock them both out. I don't even think with Gohan and Broly there would have made any difference. Yes, you could say that Vegeta and Goku was damaged, but still, with their transformation, they were still like very powerful. And for Frieza just to go by them, hit them like that, they was knocked out clean. I don't think with all four Saiyans together it would have made any difference with Orange Piccolo. So I'm still wondering. I don't know. I don't think we've been shared with this at all. I'm wondering, is Black Frieza stronger than Beerus? That is a question. We don't really know unless Toriyama, rest in peace, them said something, But yeah, that's up for a question. But let me know in the comment section what you think. And I thought this was cool. Shout out to Cardu's Dojo. I'll put the original video description below. I'll see you later.